Hey everyone, and welcome. Really, really excited to be here with you guys today and to be here with Michelle and Allie from Soul Camp. Yay, here they are.
So
Really good
happy.
action.
Yes. Hi.
Yay. Hi everyone. So we're here a couple of minutes late, and really I wanted to do a Facebook Live to have, so many people do know about Soul Camp, and so many people know about Allie and Michelle and their incredible story and how they created Soul Camp. But I feel like maybe more of you need to know this goodness, because for me it was so important to attend 2 years ago, and it shifted so many things for me, and in a fun way. So quickly, guys, like, what can you share with us about how this was created? Like, how did this come together? I know you've told the story, but I want to hear it again.
Yes. Well, we love telling this story. So yeah, Allie and I actually went to sleepaway camp our whole lives. So like from the age of 9 to like 16, I think you might have been even a little older.
Yeah, it's like went back as a counselor.
Yes, went back as a counselor. We went to the same exact sleepaway camp. And what that was every single summer for 8 weeks, we were on a bus up to the middle of Pennsylvania, and no phones, no video games, no TV, and we were just at camp for 8 weeks every single summer. And amazingly, Allie and I did not know each other at that camp, even though we were there at the same time every single summer for 8 weeks. We met 15 years later in the mind, body, spirit wellness industry.
I spotted Michelle on a Intense Softy flash mob
She
picture.
did. She did in Washington Square Park. And 15 years later, Allie owned a branding agency working in the wellness industry. I owned a branding agency working in the wellness industry. And we were both, we both just had these shared backgrounds of being these kids at this camp. And while we loved camp so much, and we did for all of the like joy and activity, and like there was also a big part of both of us felt really different at camp than our peers, felt left out, not part of, felt like everyone else kind of like had their stuff together and like knew what to do and what to say and how to be with the boys, and like we didn't. And we always had that feeling. And so when we came together, like as adults, and started reminiscing and realized, wow, we both had the same shared experience, we very quickly became best friends. And then one day, just by nature of us each owning our own, businesses in the wellness space, we were always at different events and different yoga retreats and immersions. And we were away at Cape Cod at our mutual friend, Natalie Berthold, who's getting married tomorrow. Natalie's family constellation retreat in Cape Cod. And we were both away and had an autoresponder on our email. Like, we're all feeling our ancestors in Cape Cod. And our camp director, of course, as you will, and our camp director from the camp that we both went to as kids sent an alumni newsletter out to like everyone who'd ever been to camp, and got this autoresponder from both of us and reached out and was like, hey girls, you're always at these different like yoga things. If you ever want to bring a yoga thing, thinking like a 30-person yoga group, to Camp Tawanda, like this beautiful place that you grew up in, let me know. And Allie and I were like, oh my God, let's create camp. It was just like, we got flooded with inspiration, with excitement more than anything. And it was just like, wow, we know all of these people, all of our friends, all of our colleagues, all of our clients are these amazing teachers like you, Vanessa, in this space. Imagine if we brought everyone together, and then like instead of soccer, tennis, basketball, we could do like intuition guidance, kundalini yoga, astrology, numerology, cardio, dance, like instead of the typical basketball, baseball.
And I feel like a big part of it, like, and then when you're talking about that, it's like, oh my God, like, let's show all of our friends this place we love so much.
Yeah.
Like, that's like where it came from. It was like, oh, let's bring our friends to our childhood home.
Yeah.
And then like, it, then turned into, the first email that we sent out, we were like, Michelle was sending all these different hashtags, and like, it was like hashtag camp 2.0, hashtag adult camp, hashtag soul camp. And I was like, soul camp, that's it. And then like,
and we're framing that email exchange.
Yes,
yeah,
forever.
But yeah, it was born with so much excitement and so much joy, and not with the belief of like, this will be our business. What is our business plan? What is our projection? It was literally like, our website was soulcamp2014.com, which really shows you like where we were mindset wise. Like, we just thought this was an amazing event we were producing. we never thought that this was going to be like a full-on business where we got to step in the role of like doing camps all the time. That was never even a dream that we had, but it's a dream that's been so realized. And it's just, you know, my mom was married to an Orthodox Hasidic rabbi at the time, and he said, you know, sometimes your mission, you don't find your mission, sometimes your mission finds you. And that's like really, I know. And that's like so true to this. It was like we had no idea that this was even possible. And it is. Yeah.
So good. I love that. And I did not know that they actually wrote you and asked you. So it's just, and I think it goes to show us, you know, for so many of us who want the business plan, who want the whole thing, like, I need to know exactly. I'm like, well, follow what you love. And let's see how, as you are in that bliss, how the world also shows up to meet you. So you guys are like perfect examples of that. Yeah. So tell me how you've been transformed, I'm sure, from even creating this, because I know I've been transformed for creating my business, but for you creating this space for other people, like what are some of the things that maybe you've learned or you've come away, even just as creators of Soul Camp? I know it could take probably 3 books, but we'll try.
I mean, we all answer this, that what I have learned is that it's like, and we always say this, it's like Soul Camp isn't us. Like we're just blessed to be able to bring this energy forth. And like, that's really true. And it works best when we remember that. Yeah. And like, for example, for this day camp we have coming up next week, we have 36 volunteers and a wait list, plus another 12 counselors that are volunteering, plus 35 instructors, plus our internal team. Like that many people we need that to make this magic happen. And it's all because of the mission and the vision and what we stand behind. It's not Michelle. I mean, Michelle and I, like, we like to joke around and we're fun. And I think people like being around that maybe, but like, it's not that. It's the vision of a world where we all are equal, where we're all one, where fun and play are just as important as success and ambition. And that's just the biggest thing that I have learned. It's just like, if I just continuously surrender to what this mission is, then people will continuously show up because it's so powerful.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I echo that totally. And for me, I would say, and Allie's been such a huge teacher for me in this, is really just melting into the flow of things. I'm someone my whole life who's been very like rigid, like things need to be a certain way, and like this is the way to do things, and this is the schedule, and this is the plan. And while of course that's part of this, one of our phrases that we say all the time, especially to our whole internal team, is it's camp, things happen, right? We have to go with the flow. And like that in the past has been really difficult for me because I had a plan, and like really breathing into the space of sometimes when things go wrong, it's just really showing like the way that it was supposed to be all the while, right? Like, you know, universe, higher power, God, whatever you call it, like has got this. And maybe that plan is much bigger and much more incredible and amazing than I could even plan out on a piece of paper. So really like breathing into that. And that's affected me in every single way in my life, in relationships, breathing into maybe I don't know the answer, but, you know, like I'm engaged, you know, since Soul Camp. So it's just that whole energy of flow has really influenced everything for me.
So beautiful. And I think it's so, so true. I mean, for all of us trying to create anything, whether it's, you know, finding love or creating a business or writing a book, is that, yes, structure's there to support us, but sometimes we have to go with the flow because shit happens, chaos happens. So, yeah. And it's maybe bring where we're supposed to be. So what are you so excited about for this day camp? Because it's a day camp, you know, and I went to the 2015 in Camp West, Soul Camp West, which I loved, right? And just for anybody watching, just to share with you, because, you know, I think that sometimes people, I know because people have said to me, well, I don't know, maybe, you know, they look like they're all having fun, maybe they're newbies. It's not about that. You could have had like a healer. You could not even know what Kundalini is or chakra is. You can be a healer for 50 years. You'll find some. So it's not about levels. It's not about age. It's not about race. It's not about any of that. It's like you said, all of us. And I think for me and for a lot of us, maybe we're a little older, where we've gone through like trainings where it had to be so serious, like spiritual growth is serious, and now we're going to get into this position that I can't even hold and pray, you know. I think that soul camp, like the minute you get there, you make it so welcome. There were people blowing bubbles on us and saging us, right? And hugging us off the bus. And then we go to our rooms and there's cool t-shirts and it's like, hey, we're allowed to grow with fun. Like, wait, it's supposed to be this way. So for anybody watching who could be like, well, I've already been to 20 years of training or this or that or that, I'm somebody who did so much of that. And for me, I had so much healing. I showed up in 2015 and said, I'm going to lift this block over the love life. I always dated, I always had a boyfriend, but something just didn't work out. And I went in with this intention to serve, but also to serve myself by allowing myself to be guided. And so I was guided into the past life. I was guided into Natalie's family constellation. And, about a month later, I met the person that I live with now. I hadn't lived with anybody in 10 years because I was like terrified, so I think Soul Camp has brought love to a lot of us, self-love, and then the love of the partner. So I wanted to share that for anybody who's really watching this and wondering, well, is that for people who don't know anything? Or it's not about knowing what you know. It doesn't matter because spirit is spirit. And I could just share with you that experience. And we learn so much by we don't learn by the details of what we know. It's the beingness of what we are, right? I just want to share everybody. So thank you, ladies, for creating this beautiful structure where I can serve and also serve myself. So I'm excited about what's going to happen. So what are you guys excited about for the New Jersey, New York, June 10th upcoming day Soul Camp?
There's two things that I'm excited for. I think because it's one day, I'm excited for this I'm almost just seeing a burst. It's this spark that people are going to be sparked, and the healing isn't necessarily happening there, although it's already happened, right? But it's just this spark that's gonna light up New Jersey, and I'm excited for us all coming together. But also, we wanted to make this really accessible. Tickets are $99. And so I think that people, and people that maybe never have done a wellness retreat because they feel priced out or they couldn't take time away for a job, they're going to be there. And that really excites me, just and what you're saying of people that have been in spirituality and spiritual practices for years and years and years in the same environment with those that are just waking up and just starting. That's the best.
Yeah.
That's the best.
I love that.
Absolutely.
And what you said, as soon as you get off the bus, you feel that welcoming love, right? And for me, I think that a lot of the people, like what Ali said, a lot of the people who are coming to this day camp, might be their first time ever doing anything like this, right? And how freaking amazing for them to feel that feeling. Because it's not, unfortunately, it's not the normal feeling out in the world, right? If you're walking down the street and you look at someone in the eyes and you smile at them, they feel I have seen people get confused and why are you smiling at me, right? Instead of that just being normal. And so for these people to come into this whole universe where everyone is so open, so loving, really cares to get to know them. There's no cliques. There's no cooler than or less cool than. Like what you said, everyone is on such an equal playing field, no matter if you're a teacher or a counselor or a camper. It's we are all the same at camp. I think that alone is going to be so transformative for people. And we found, at the sleepaway camps, and Ali and I, every year this happens and we love it, is that literally the first night before activities even start. So just that first night, people are coming up and being this is the most amazing thing ever.
When they walk off the bus. That's what they say. And
it's really just from the love.
Yeah.
They feel the love. They feel it so strongly because it's there so strongly. And that changes everything. So that's what I'm most excited for.
I love it. I love it. So it's 8 days away. Can you know that there's the love? It's it's the love, it's the hugs, it's the bubbles. It's deep transformation. There's nature. I mean, there's nothing that there isn't there. I mean, everything's there. Anything else that you want to highlight for people who are just beginning to join and listen in?
Yeah, I want to say that this is a choose your own adventure. So there's nothing you have to do. You can, decide to go to Vanessa's Intuition Deep Dive, or you could go to a Miami cardio fitness class, 305 Fitness, right? Or you could sit on a paddleboard in the lake, or you can go to the pool party, or you can just lounge and write in your journal. There are so many different classes to choose from. And if you go to our site, I think you'll probably be posting the link, Vanessa. You can look at the schedule on the New Jersey Day Camp, and you can check out all the different classes. And what happens is people go in and they're like, okay, I'm only going to take the yoga classes, or I'm only going to do the really spiritual classes. And what happens is, like, when you're at camp, you start opening up and be like, oh my God, maybe I should try something new. That's not what I normally do. And you might be guided to try something new, which is that playful curiosity that we all want to be embodying. That's the lightness that we're craving. It's not the like structured, planned out. That we need that. We really need that, and we need this too.
Yeah, and it's such an amazing opportunity to be immersed in nature. We have 100-acre lake. We have like tree houses. We have zip lines and rock walls, and it's so much fun. So beyond all of the incredible mind, body, spirit, cardio classes, which we have so many, just the grounds are so incredible and healing and amazing and vibrational and all of the things. So, and like, you know, Vanessa, like when we get so many high vibe or high vibe curious people in a room or, you know, in a location, the energy is just off the chain, off the chain. So that's going to be an experience for everyone also.
Absolutely. And like, you meet people that you feel like you've known your whole life, and you're having conversations, and it's like you're picking up where you left off, but you just met them. So I think that was my experience. So that's why I wanted to talk to you guys today and share this with the world, because I just see it growing and growing, and I just see such a need. So anybody who's watching as well, you know, if you feel like you've been dealing with some shit that's going on in the political landscape, which who hasn't, right? This is a perfect, like, come to us, because we will hug you and play. We'll give each other the strength to keep moving through this, you know, together. I think that's the way we're going to move through these difficulties.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
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 Yay. So as we start winding up, I can't wait to see you guys in 8 days. Shared with us really what's at the heart of the matter and everything that's available to us. Anything else, if you want to say the website, I mean, I'll include the link anyway, or anything else.
Your link below, Vanessa. Include your link below. And
I was just going to say, Vanessa, we're so grateful for your wisdom and teaching as part of the Soul Camp family.
Yes.
So thank you.
You are such a special Soul Camp family member. So
thank you. Really love you. Really love you. And just keep shining. So for anyone who's watching this, I'm going to put in the link below. And if you have questions, reach out to Michelle, reach out to Ali, even reach out to me, because we're available to like answer questions, to support you. So we can all meet each other, right? Let's meet family. So thank you all. Yay! Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Ali. Much love to everybody watching. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, see you at camp.
Yay. See you at camp.